going to share with you some things you need to keep in mind when watching spiritual teachers on social media. In 2014, I attempted to take my life and Archangel Michael appeared. And ever since then, I've had all kinds of visitations from Archangel Michael, the soul of Jesus, Lucifer, ET beings, and I've had out-of-body experiences where I've been shown things by my guides and angels. In 2015, I went on this quest for knowledge and I dove headfirst into the spiritual community. I watched countless hours of social media on the topic. I read more books in 1 year than I did my entire life. So I have gone down that route as well. But one thing that I've come to notice diving headfirst into the spiritual community, whether it's watching countless hours of content or working with dozens of shamans and Reiki healers and just being surrounded by spiritual people, there's basically three types of spiritual teachers out there. The first one are those who have basically just studied old teachings like Neville Goddard and accepted someone else's teachings as truth and is relaying that message. Now, the next type of spiritual teacher out there are the channelers. Now, the interesting thing about this is you have to understand that these individuals are not even connecting with their higher self. Their soul's moving to the side to some degree, and they're allowing another entity to take over their body. Now, you want to keep in mind, who is this entity, where are they from, what race do they belong to, and what is their agenda? For instance, there's a very well-known channeler out there who is connecting to a race of beings that is giving humanity this information simply because they're trying to pay off karma for brutalizing humans in the past. So that's something to keep in mind. When it comes to channeling, there's many beings out there, and all consciousnesses have their own agenda. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, the third one is the one that I like to pay attention to, and that is individuals that are connecting to their guides, angels, higher self, ancestors, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's done through tarot, sometimes it's done with psychic abilities. That's my main priority when it comes to watching social media content on spirituality. I like connecting with people that are in tune with their team and are receiving the most updated information. But one thing that I find kind of humorous is that regardless of what category these teachers fall into, you can watch a spiritual teacher and it's almost like they come off like they've got it all figured out. This is the way it is. I know everything. And the truth is, once you put something in a box, once you put a quote unquote truth in a box, you eliminate all other truths and all other possibilities. So when you're watching spiritual teachers on social media and they come off as if they know everything, just remember that if the human brain was given all the information about our reality, it would short circuit because it's too much information to hold. So just remember that nobody knows everything. We're all trying to piece everything together and figure this out. We're all in the same poop bucket, you could say. And just remember that nobody knows everything, and teachings change over time. In 2015, when I dove into the spiritual community, it was like the only thing spiritual teachers were talking about is you have to kill the ego. You have to kill the ego and law of attraction. So, it's kind of like a phase. Things come and go, but try to eventually get to a place where you can connect with your own guides and angels, receive your own information. I've got to a point where back in 2015, I had absolutely no faith in my connection to my guides, and I was seeking external validation from all these shamans and Reiki healers. And, I've got to a point now where I can check in even after hearing what they have to say. And sometimes my guides and angels will be like, or yep, that's right. So you want to become, your own guru. That's the end result. There's nothing wrong with seeking knowledge and coming to your own conclusions. One thing to keep in mind is if something doesn't resonate with you, there's two possibilities. Either that's your gut telling you that, no, that's not right, or it's going against the current belief system that you have, and maybe further evaluation is needed upon that. So just some things to remember when watching spiritual teachers on social media. You can now check out my new book, Finding Me by Ashley Samborski, available on Amazon. Links in the bio, take you right there. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.